Hello friends, welcome back to the session. Now, the next important topic we will cover today is Java naming conventions. Java naming convention. Why we have selected this topic, why I have decided to discuss this particular topic with you, because before today's video we have covered lot of Java features, all the 12 Java features that we have thoroughly discussed. If you have any doubt, please go back to those videos and watch them carefully, then you come back to this video. During the discussion we could able to understand Java is a kind of language which supports object oriented programming. Java is also one kind of programming language which is robust, which can handle all the exceptions, which can handle all the error checking, type compatibility at compile time. So lot of Java features are there which are very vital for the programmer to know, because once we could able to understand what Java offers us, as per that one we can able to write some Java, we can use the benefit of Java functionality. Now, as you know, Java is a programming language, and every programming language definitely comes up with some predefined methods. Already some predefined methods are there. Developer has already designed this particular method, and we can simply use them to produce some of our requirement, or we can use this predefined method to produce new application programs or new packages or new softwares, right? And the predefined methods, predefined classes, as we know Java is object oriented programming. Inside an object oriented programming we have lot of things. We have a component called as class, we have a component called as interface, we have a component called as package. So lot of different components are there. Don't worry, don't get confused by the names only. You might be thinking, Arey sir, I don't know what is interface, I don't know what is package, what are you talking about? We have just covered features only, we don't know what Java is. Don't worry at all. We are not discussing all of this again. What we are discussing, how Java follows the naming convention, right? What exactly that one means before understand how Java named the components, how Java named the classes, how Java named the interfaces, we need to understand the entire policy that Java follows, right? And Java has different naming conventions for different components. As we have discussed, everything in Java is very clearly mentioned, very neatly mentioned. We need to understand, we need to know those, so that we can enjoy the entire functionality of Java in our program, right? So let's start. Before going to naming convention, make one point very clear in your mind, that Java is case sensitive. Maximum of you people definitely understand this particular point. By the word case sensitive means there is a difference between lowercase character and uppercase character. Means if I am writing this in lowercase character and if I am writing this with the combination of lower and uppercase character, these two elements or these two are not same. For Java, these two are different. So the lowercase character and uppercase characters are different for Java, right? Now, if that is true, now the biggest question is Java has lot of components. Java has a component called as class, Java has a component called as interface, Java has a component called as abstract class, Java has a component called as package. So lot of components are there in Java, right? Now the biggest question is, if Java is case sensitive, if lowercase letters are different from uppercase letters, now the biggest question is, there is a biggest doubt in my mind, sir, when I should use lowercase characters, when I should use uppercase character. So like that, $1,000,000 confusion question is there in my mind. So to answer this question, we need to understand the naming convention followed by Java. After that, we should have a clear-cut clarity where the uppercase characters are valid, where the lowercase characters are valid. Not exactly valid, we'll understand where to use the uppercase character and where to use the lowercase character, right? So this is again just to understand how Java uses all the naming conventions. This is very, very vital for Java standards. If you want to be a Java programmer, the basic rule or the basic ground rule or basic recommendation is we all should follow the naming convention proposed by Java. Right? Now let us start with Java follows 5 different naming conventions. Java follows 5 different naming convention. We'll start with 1 to 5. Convention number 1, or you can say case number 1, or we can say type 1, whatever you say, that's fine. Now, while naming classes, interfaces, don't worry, just don't think what they are, just remember these are the components. While naming classes, interfaces may be abstract classes, Java follows the rule. What exactly the rule is? The rule is first character should be a capital letter. This is the first point. This is the first point. The first character is a capital letter. Next, the subsequent character is also capital. You need to understand to which character I am referring as subsequent character. Suppose, say for example, in Java we have a class called a string. Remember, whenever I am writing a class name, the first character, as I am writing it, the first character of the class is a capital letter. Now happily I can say this particular name, this could either be a class name or be an interface or be an abstract class. We can happily tell that, right? So whenever we see this, at least this much of thing we can say this, right? So what if now you can say, sir, I could able to understand the first one. What about the second one? What do you mean by the subsequent character? What exactly do you mean by the subsequent character? For that, we need to understand the second example. In Java, we have also one more class called a string buffer, right? Look at here. Now, whenever I am declaring this, I am writing this class, what happened? The first character is capital letter. The first character of next word is also capital. So what I mean to say is the subsequent character means the first character of the next word. Remember, there should not be any space in between. This one we have already covered very clearly, right? In string buffer, a string or string buffer, see, the first one is a one word character. The second one are 2 word characters, right? In 2 word characters, the first character of each word will be a capital letter, right? This is what I am calling this one a subsequent character. So the conclusion is, if I have to name a class, if I have to name an interface, if I have to name an abstract class, I have to follow this particular naming convention. I think you got the clarity about the convention 1, right? Next, we'll go to convention 2. In convention 2, let us discuss about variables, the building blocks of any programming language. So we can write while naming the variables. While naming the variables, what are the rule it follows? Rule number 1. The first character, now we can write the first character is, or the first character should be a lowercase character. Similarly, the subsequent character is a capital letter. Now you could able to understand about the terminology subsequent characters, right? Now, if we'll take an example, Suppose there is a inbuilt variable in Java called as in. There is also an inbuilt variable called as out. Similarly, we have an inbuilt variable in Java called as page count. Now look at here. Look at here. The first character is a small letter. Second one the same. Here two words are there. One is page, second one is count. Now what happened? First character is a small lowercase character and the next character is a capital character. So Java, to name the variable, follows this particular convention, right? Now we'll go to convention number 3. The third convention. This is the third convention that Java will follows. The next convention is naming methods. Naming methods, right? And for naming method, Java follows the same naming convention that a variable follows. So while creating a method, while we are talking about a built-in method, it follows the same naming convention that a variable basically follows. If we are going for an example, there is a method called as forName. Now you can look at it, how I have written that forName. There is also one function called as concat. So if it's a single word only, the first character is a lowercase character. If two words only, for name, first character is small letter and the subsequent character is a capital letter. So again, naming methods and naming variables both uses same kind of naming convention. Same kind is the first character should be a lowercase character and the subsequent character could be a capital letter character. There is a method in Java called as action performed. This is a predefined method. These are used in applet. We'll discuss that one at some point of time. Action performed is a predefined method. You can clearly see this. A is in small lowercase character and performed P is a uppercase character. So the first character, they have followed the convention in methods. The first character, it should be a lowercase character and the subsequent characters will be a uppercase character. Now this is convention 3. Now let's move to convention 4. In convention 4, let us try to understand the naming convention for package. Definitely you'll ask me, sir, what exactly package is? For your understanding, let me explain. See, package is a container which can contain classes and objects. You just listen to this point. Suppose you just need to understand that package is a container where I can put different classes together. I can put interfaces together. So interfaces classes can be the content of a package, right? So whenever they are decided to naming a package, for naming convention of package, what they did, they followed the naming convention as the first character. While naming the package, they said the first character is definitely in lowercase character. Always. The first character will be always a lowercase character. Or normally the package name is always not first, not second. Package name is always in lowercase character. All the characters, lowercase character, right? If we are going for an example, java.io.star, you might have seen like this java.util.star. Look at here. The names like IO, the names like util. Now these two are package. Now how these two are defined? All are in lowercase character. Remember, the package name are always in lowercase character, right? That doesn't mean we cannot create a package with uppercase character. We'll see that convention bit later. But what we are trying to understand is we are trying to understand what naming convention basically Java follows. So whenever there will be doubt in my mind, array, I have a package called as util. I forgot whether util is in capital letter or in small letter. If you can recall the rule, all the packages are written in lowercase character. Now those confusions will be gone. So it's very, very important. You should know the basic naming convention that Java follows. It's very, very vital for all of us, right? Now the last convention, convention 5. Now in convention 5, we have, in convention 1 we have discussed about classes, interfaces, and abstract classes. In the second, we have covered about variables. Third, we have covered about methods. Fourth, we have covered about packages. And the last one, we should cover about constants, built-in constants or constant. Remember, the built-in constants in Java are always represented in uppercase character. Always represented in uppercase character. Yes, you heard it right. All the constant that is provided by your Java environment or built-in constants are always represented in uppercase characters. Say for example, there is a web constant called as max underscore value. To know the maximum value of integer, to know the maximum value of float, to know the maximum value of byte, we can use this particular constant. Similarly, we have one more constant called as size. Again, this is an uppercase character. So all the predefined constants are always represented in capital letters. So what we have done, we have just covered 5 different naming convention that basically Java follows to name all the different components of Java. And why we are learning this? Because as we know, Java is case sensitive, so we should be very clear before writing anything, right? There might be a biggest doubt in our mind while calling a package, while calling a variable, while calling a constant. Array, what exactly the case of that? I remember there is a package called as util package, but can you tell me whether the util is in capital letter or small letter? You might ask this question to a friend. But if you could able to understand the naming convention, then you don't have to ask for that. The naming conventions are very simple. You need to follow this, right? To conclude this session, we will be concluding this one with a small note, with a very small note. What exactly that note is? First note, first point. See, there are two things. One, the methods, variables, packages, interfaces which are already created. In front of us, we have there are two options. One option, all the things that we have covered are already there, or already built in, or already predefined. Now, at some point of time, we might have a requirement, we have to go beyond that we are calling that one as user defined. So we'll need to understand about all this. The naming convention is applicable for built-in components only, or user defined components, or it can be both, right? Remember, make sure it is mandate for built-in library. I'm just using the word library. Library concludes everything: classes, methods, interfaces, constants, everything else. This naming convention is mandate for built-in library. That means whatever they are in the Java library, all the Java library follows these 5 conventions, naming convention, right? If there will be a class, definitely the first character of that name will be capital. If there will be an interface, predefined interface, the first character of that interface should be capital. If there will be a constant, definitely all the letters of that constant should be capital letters, right? This is mandate for built-in library, but it is optional for user defined one. It is optional for user defined. While we are creating interfaces, while we are creating in classes, while we are creating variables, there is no such mandatory you should use all that, but it is always recommended that we should use it. That's it. We should use it, because since we are learning Java, after few days we'll be working with Java. We should follow the naming convention followed by Java programming language, right? If you are not following, that doesn't mean your program will not be going to compile. It will be compiled happily without any problem. But it's always recommended you should use Java's naming convention to name a class, to name an interface, to name a package, to name a variable, also to name a constant, right? So this is all about the naming convention. We have clearly defined different naming convention followed by Java, and also we have concluded with all these naming conventions are optional for the user or for the programmer to define the user defined components, right? But it is always recommended you should use that. So that's it for today's session. In the next session we might look into some other things of Java environment. So thank you all for watching this video. Thank you all.